Good morning, students of class 10. Today we are going to study how to prepare salts. So, methods of preparation of salts. In the previous class, we studied there are two types of salt. One is water soluble and the other is insoluble. Now, how do we prepare soluble salts? So, preparation of soluble salts. There are a number of methods we're going to discuss. First one is direct combination or synthesis. Second one is simple displacement. Third one is neutralization. And number four is decomposition. Now let us discuss one at a time. Direct combination, also called synthesis reaction. For example, A reacts with B, it gives you AB. So similarly, if you want to prepare ferric chloride or iron 3 chloride, iron is reacted with dry chlorine gas, and of course it is heated. It gives you ferric chloride or iron 3 chloride. Similarly, aluminium is reacted with chlorine gas to give you aluminium chloride. So A reacts with B, it gives you AB. So it is a direct combination reaction. These are all water soluble salts. Now, the second one is simple displacement. Let's take a look at this reaction. Iron reacts with sulfuric acid. Now, keep in mind, these are all active metals. Iron, zinc, then magnesium, etc. These are all active metals. So whenever I react an active metal with a dilute acid, it always gives you salt and hydrogen gas. So iron reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to give you salt, ferrous sulfate, and hydrogen gas. Similarly, iron reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give you salt, ferrous chloride, and hydrogen gas is liberated. Zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to give you zinc sulfate. So the salt formed is zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. Now the next method is neutralization. You have studied neutralization reaction you have studied in the previous class. When a base or an alkali reacts with an acid, it gives you salt and water. So the base produces the hydroxyl ions, whereas the acid produces the hydronium ions, right, or H positive ions, which neutralize to form water. Let's take an example. Cupric oxide, CuO, reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to give you salt, copper sulfate, and water. Similarly, sodium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid to give you sodium nitrate and water. Ammonium hydroxide is also a base soluble in water. It reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give you ammonium chloride and water. So, what is the moral of the story here? A base reacts with an acid to give you salt and water. Hence, it is called neutralization reaction. Now, number 4 is decomposition. Action of dilute acids on carbonates and bicarbonates. Zinc carbonate is a carbonate salt. I react with dilute hydrochloric acid. I get salt, zinc chloride, carbon dioxide, and water. Let's take another carbonate salt, copper carbonate. When I react with sulfuric acid, it gives me salt, copper sulfate, carbon dioxide, and water. Potassium bicarbonate is a bicarbonate salt. It reacts with sulfuric acid to give you potassium sulfate is the salt formed, carbon dioxide is liberated, and water is formed. Now, how do we prepare insoluble salts? Means these salts are insoluble in water. For example, the first one is direct combination or synthesis method. Iron reacts with sulfur to give you ferrous sulfide. But they do not react under normal conditions. They will react only when heated. So, heated iron reacts with boiling sulfur to give you FeS, that is ferrous sulfide. Similarly, lead will react with sulfur on heating to give you lead sulfide. So this is direct combination. Both ferrous sulfide, lead sulfide, these are insoluble in water. Number 2, combination of an acidic oxide with a basic oxide. Acidic oxides are generally non-metallic oxides like carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, whatever it is. Now, carbon dioxide reacts with a base, that is calcium oxide, to give you calcium carbonate on heating. Similarly, sulfur dioxide is an acidic oxide. It reacts with the basic oxide, that is calcium oxide. On heating, it gives you calcium sulfite, CaSO3. And the third method is precipitation or double decomposition. Now, these are all insoluble salts. Okay, look at the arrow pointing downwards. They are all insoluble in water. The first one, when I react lead nitrate solution with sodium chloride solution, what do I get? A clear solution of sodium nitrate and a white precipitate of lead chloride. So this is a precipitation reaction. The second one, calcium chloride solution when reacted with sodium carbonate solution gives me sodium chloride and a white precipitate of calcium carbonate. So this is the insoluble solid that is left behind, which is calcium carbonate. Barium chloride solution when reacted with dilute sulfuric acid will give me a white precipitate of barium sulfate, which is insoluble in nature, plus hydrochloric acid. Similarly, silver nitrate solution when reacted with dilute hydrochloric acid will give me a white precipitate of silver chloride and nitric acid. So this is how we prepare salts. Those are insoluble in water by precipitation or double decomposition. With this, we come to the end of today's lesson. Now we move on to the assignment segment. Assignment 8. I've given you only one question, but this question will test you on all parameters of how to prepare various types of salts by different methods. Which of the methods A, B, C, D or E is generally used for preparing the chlorides, means metallic chlorides, listed below from 1 to 5? Capital A stands for action of an acid on a metal. We've already discussed this. When an active metal reacts with an acid, it gives you salt and hydrogen gas. B, action of an acid on an oxide or carbonate. Just now I taught you. Number C, direct combination, also direct you can say synthesis reaction. D is neutralization of an alkali by an acid. E is precipitation or double decomposition. Now the list of salts are given to you. Number 1, copper 2 chloride. Number 2, iron 2 chloride. Number 3, iron 3 chloride. Number 4, iron 2 chloride. Suppose 4, iron 2 chloride. You write the answer beside it. Let's say if the correct answer is action of an acid on an oxide or carbon, whatever is the correct answer. Okay, so you're going to choose A, B, C, D or E. Number 5, sodium chloride. So you got to use only once these options that is given to you for the preparation of these salts. Thank you.